Assalamualaikum. Me and my team will talk about brake bleeding. The members inside my team is Anik Haikal, Siti Khadijah, Muhammad Hafiz, and Muhammad Idris, which is me. The contents inside this presentation will include objective, procedures, discussion, and conclusion. In the objective is to familiarize with the tool used in replacing the brake disc and brake pads, and to also practice the correct procedure for replacing brake discs and brake pads.
For the procedure of this laboratory, the first the first step is to prepare the 21 mm socket wrench, and next is to untighten all wheel lug nuts. Then we need to lift up the vehicle using proper vehicle jack, and but make sure the jack is at the proper jacking points. Step 5 is put the jack stands on the right and left sides of the car once the car is stable lifted. Then turn jack handle to revert jack to original position, but do this with high safety. Step 7, disassemble the wheel by removing all lug nuts using 21 mm wrench, and then connect the fluid hose into the brake bleed valve and prepare waste bottle or basin to collect brake fluid. Step 9, use pump and hold method where the brake pedal is pressed while one bleed screw at a time is open. Step 10, repeat pump and hold method until brake fluid mostly bleed out. And then tighten the bleed screw after bleed process is completed. Pour the brake fluid back into the brake fluid tank or reservoir, and then examine the brake fluid level. Finally, close the tank and clean all your tools on the right place.
Discussion number 1. Name other brake bleeding alternative methods. Another brake bleeding method is pressure method. A specialized pressure pump is attached to the master cylinder and filled with fluid, and then the pump is used to pressurize the system around 68.95 kPa, and the bleeder valve are open at one time until the fluid is clear of air. One advantage to this system is that the pump reservoir usually hold enough fluid that can prevent from the fluid become dry. This is the method most professionals use at their workshop. Discussion number 2 is discuss the importance of brake bleeding. Brake bleeding itself is the process of pushing fluid through a hydraulic brake system to ensure all air bubbles are removed. This is important because if brakes are not bled and air bubbles are trapped within the brake fluid, hydraulic pressure is greatly reduced and making the brake less efficient. Furthermore, a condition of spongy feeling brake pedal also can exist as well. Discussion number 3. What is proper interval time of brake bleeding in car maintenance schedule? For the proper interval time of brake bleeding, it does have a fixed schedule, but on the average, usually we will need to do a brake fluid flush every 2 years or 30,000 miles. It also depends on how we use our car, which is our driving pattern. If we will require more frequent brake fluid flush, if we typically drive shorter road with more frequent braking. For the safety issues, first we need to avoid contact with skin and eyes. And second, in case of contact with eyes, we need to rinse immediately with plenty of water and seek medical advice. If we swallow, seek medical advice immediately and show this container or label.
In conclusion, brake bleeding is important in car maintenance due to our safety on the road. Brake bleeding can be done at home if we have the right tools to use, because the process for brake bleeding is quite easy compared to other car maintenance. Because of its necessary in car maintenance service, it helps to avoid costly repairs when we send to car workshop. By performing necessary maintenance, it can give comfortness and smoothness to driving.